Hi everyone, for this video I'm going to be showing 7 different variations of MILKMAID braid to give you guys some inspiration for your summer or actually all year round braids. And I love MILKMAID braids. They're a great way to get the hair up off of your neck for the summer, and they stay looking nice for a really long time, and it's one of my favorite hairstyles, so I decided I was going to do this to give you guys some new ideas. So I hope you enjoy. done all my hair in one braid in so long, so I'm like, wow, it's so thick. Normally I don't feel like my hair is that thick just because I'm so used to it, but now seeing this, I'm like, my hair's thick. So today would be day 4, but today is wash day. And I don't fix my hair on wash days because my hair is so long and thick that it takes a while to dry, and I've learned that if I don't fix it for the first 24 hours, it's best because otherwise it'll get pretty oily. So skipping today, and we'll start with the next hairstyle tomorrow. So for the last hairstyle, I thought I'd do a little bit more talking. I've kind of been just using this as a video to give you guys ideas on ways to fix your hair. Not really tutorial like. This one I decided to do more talking. I didn't really realize that we were going to be leaving over the weekend, so this has been a little bit harder to stick to than I thought. I ended up missing 2 days in a row because the day we got back it was too late and I didn't have time in the morning and I was tired, and then yesterday I was just busy catching up from stuff from the trip, so I did skip 2 days. I didn't fix my hair every single day, but the rope braids stayed looking nice enough for the next 2 days, so I still had my hair fixed, just didn't completely do the challenge. I kind of did this to give you guys ideas, but also to kind of help hold myself accountable to fix my hair every day, because I really want to start doing that. And so I feel like I did pretty good because I didn't expect to be leaving and all that. But yeah, for today's hairstyle, I'm just going to start doing it and then maybe keep talking while I do it. For today's hairstyle, we're actually using a scarf. This one's pretty wrinkled because I use it for a lot of hairstyles. Just making sure I have this the right way. But I thrifted this for like $1 at a thrift store. I think it's polyester, I'm not really sure. There's no tag on it, which since I'm using it in my hair, I don't really mind, but I kind of wish I knew what it was. I don't really know what it is. But it has this really pretty like paisley design on it. It has like, you can see there's some green, you don't really notice it right at first, but there's some green, pink, and blue in this, even though from a distance it kind of just looks like it's browns and creams, but there's actually more color than that in it. But this is a pretty long scarf. Not sure exactly how long. I'll probably measure it and write the measurements in the description, but this is it folded in half. And this is actually a little bit short for my hair now because I bought this when my hair was shorter and it just worked out well for braiding it into hairstyles, but it's gotten a little bit short, but I'm still going to use it. I want to get one though that's a bit longer to do this with. But you're going to find the center of your scarf, a more narrow one, and then you're going to put it in the back. I have a middle parting, and here's a little bit wavy from the rope braids. And then I'm going to divide my hair in half. And then we're going to use the scarf as one of them. You can kind of clip it in place to make sure you have half of it, but I don't feel like doing that today. So I'm just going to try my best not to move the scarf. I'm going to make a braid. If you would like more extensive tutorials on some of the hairstyles I've been doing throughout the week, then you can request that in the comments and I will do some of those. Some of them I want to do tutorials for anyway, but if there's one in particular that you'd like to see, let me know and I can prioritize that one. But this has been really fun, and some of these I had never tried before, some of them I had done, but it's been a long time. And this has been really fun to just kind of get into doing more hairstyles. I'm going to do this kind of loose so you can see the braid more. The scarf more. Like I said, this one is really too short for my hair, but I want to do it because I think it'll look nice. And then I'll probably put a rubber band in it and then braid my hair the rest of the way without the scarf, because this only braids it like halfway before I run out of hair, or run out of scarf. I think what I might do actually is not just a regular braid. I might do a fishtail in the end. Those ones I don't normally do just because I can do a regular braid faster. It's not a huge time difference, actually, I've learned from doing this and like timing it, but it's still enough of one that, and it's just different from my usual. But I don't always like to do that. But before I decide, I'm going to do the other side as well. I'm going to kind of poof this braid out a little bit too. Also, if you are new to learning braids, or just fixing your hair in general, because actually, like, I think so 7 years ago, but about 7 years ago, I could not even put my hair in a ponytail at all. And so I decided to start fixing my hair every single day. And so I would do a new hairstyle every day. I wouldn't always do the exact same. For a few days in a row or a week or more, I would do like French braids or whatever. I would just do whatever I felt like doing, but I tried to always improve it in some way, whether that meant trying a new hairstyle, trying a new braid, or finding ways to perfect my braiding. And I just tried to do that for every day. I'm not really sure how long I did it. I think I did it for probably 4 to 6 months, because I know I started in the winter time and kept going all the way into the end of summer. And I don't know, it's just, if you don't know how to braid, don't be afraid to start trying. It didn't look very good when I started. I still have days where my braids look a little wonky, like today. But the concept itself isn't very difficult. It's pretty simple. It's just about practicing over and over until you get it. It's pretty hard to have a completely horrible looking braid. And you'll just get better at it with time, and then you start being able to do more stuff with your hair. And I'm really glad that I kept trying until I got pretty good at it, because otherwise I don't know how to really deal with my hair. I probably would have cut it off really short, because long hair takes maintenance. But yeah, all of these hairstyles aren't really that hard to do. You just need to practice braiding, and pretty much you've got it. And let me know what your favorite hairstyle is. What do you typically do? My normal is usually 2 braids, just plain braids, or I will do French braids or a side braid. But I kind of got tired of that, so that's partly why I'm doing this, is to get used to doing more hairstyles and to just be more creative with my hair. Alright, because I'm going to be moving the braid this direction this time, instead of going around the back, I don't need the braid to be as long, so I'm just going to stop now. And it looks a little bit funny, but whenever I poke it out a little bit, it won't look so weird. So I'm just going to stop here. Alright, so this one has a bit of a longer tail than normal. And then this side, I think I'm just going to do a regular braid, because I don't really feel like doing another fishtail braid. Alright, this one I was able to braid down longer. But I do not have another rubber band. I don't know what happened to my rubber bands. So I'm just going to put a regular ponytail on this, and then whenever I am almost done pinning it up, I will take out the ponytail and just leave it without anything on the end. I've done that before, and as long as you twist the end and make sure to pin it well, it is totally fine. So I'm just going to do that tight, but not too tight. And then let me look to see what I prefer. This way, ooh, that kind of looks neat. I might actually wrap it this way. I was just worried about the scarf coming out a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. So I always will kind of do a, kind of like a mock-up, I guess. That is what you'd call it. To see where I want my braids to lay. And I'll kind of put both braids up there and check, and then I'll let one braid kind of fall and do the other one. And that just really helps make sure everything is in place, because before I did that, I would sometimes like get them like really close, like over my ear, and it would just look weird. I have to take it out and do it all over again. So this just kind of saves me a step and makes sure that everything stays looking really nice. The first braid, I don't worry about putting as many pins in, because you're going to be pinning it some when you put up the second braid, because you kind of have to pin them together. So that only has like, I think 4 bobby pins. Oops. And then we'll do this side. Also, you'll kind of see that how it like bubbles out. So sometimes what I will do, because the last piece is typically a bit looser, sometimes what I'll do is I will kind of twist it like this before going around and pinning it up. And then that kind of helps, and then I will also just kind of like pin that up when I'm done. And this one I'm letting the braids overlap, and this one's gonna go behind. And I'll leave that ponytail in until I'm almost done. I don't want it quite over my ear though, so we'll pick that up a little bit. See, this is what I mean. For this one, I'm going to be putting my bobby pin in, but kind of at an angle to where it pokes through both braids, because it just went like that. I can actually feel a little bump there. We'll take out this ponytail. I try to always cover my ends with the braid. So when I wrapped the second braid around, I covered the braids from the first braid, and then whenever I go to tuck the ends in, and whenever I go to the end of the second braid, I kind of tuck that underneath the braid. That's also why I don't like to pin the first braid quite as much, because it's really not necessary, and that way you can put your ends in nice. So this one, I'm just picking up that loop. I'll pin that in. You can kind of feel too where it will go in best. Alright, and that is it. I think it looks super cute, kind of Renaissance inspired, and this will hold up well all day. I've even worn these for 2 and 3 days sometimes, depending on how, like sometimes I'll wrap a headscarf around it to make it last longer, sometimes I don't. But if you make your braids well and pin it well, sometimes it'll last 2-3 days. So yeah, I think this looks super cute and fun. I think I'm going to be doing this one more often. It's been a while since I've done a scarf milkmaid braid, but I want to do it more often because I really like it. And I keep saying but tell me which one you liked best, and if you have done any of these before, if you plan on doing any of these. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!